a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Shaun White. Shaun Roger White is an American professional snowboarder, skateboarder and musician. He is a three-time Olympic gold medalist. He holds the record for the most X Games gold medals and most Olympic gold medals by a snowboarder, and has won 10 ESPY Awards. Early life. White was born in San Diego, California. His ancestry includes Irish and Italian. He was born with a tetralogy of Fallot, a congenital heart defect, for which he endured 2 open-heart operations before the age of 1. White spent his formative years riding Okemo Mountain and Bear Mountain, small ski resorts found in Ludlow, Vermont, and the San Bernardino Mountains of Southern California. Career. White quickly drew the eyes of many in the skateboarder scene, including professional skateboarder Tony Hawk. Hawk befriended the 9-year-old White at a local skate park and mentored him, helping him turn pro in skateboarding at the age of 17. White has won many titles on his skateboard, including the overall title of Action Sports Tour champion, and was the first person to compete in and win both the Summer and Winter X Games in 2 different sports. Snowboarding career. Following in his older brother Jesse White's footsteps, White switched from skiing to snowboarding at age 6, and by age 7 he received his first sponsorship. White has participated in 4 Winter Olympics in his career. At the 2006, 2010, and 2018 Winter Olympics, White won gold in the snowboard halfpipe event. White has also participated in the Winter X Games, where he has won a medal every year since 2002. Including all Winter X Games competitions through 2013. His medal count stands at 18, among which is the first quadruple win streak by a male athlete in one discipline, the snowboard slopestyle. White's streak was snapped in 2007 when he lost to Andreas Wigg and Teddy Flandreau, with White taking the bronze. He won the air and style contest in 2003 and 2004. 2006 Winter Olympics. At the 2006 Winter Olympics, White won gold in the halfpipe. After his first run in qualifications, White was almost out of competition, scoring only 37.7. On his second run, he recorded a score of 45.3. In the finals, White recorded a score of 46.8 to win. Fellow American Danny Cass won the silver with a points total of 44.0. 2008. Executing a near-flawless second run, White captured his 3rd consecutive snowboard halfpipe title at the 2008 U.S. Open Snowboarding Championships to go along with his 3rd U.S. Open slopestyle competition. This followed White's win at the 25th Burton U.S. Open, where he placed 3rd in slopestyle and 1st in the halfpipe. At the 2007 Open, White was also crowned the first Burton Global Open champion. His take for the event was $100,000, $20,000, $90,000, and a new Corvette. On November 16, 2008, White released his first video game Shaun White Snowboarding in North America. Shaun White Snowboarding was the 20th best-selling game of December 2008 in the United States. 2009. There was a lot of controversy over who won the 2009 Superpipe at Winter X Games 13. Kevin Pierce had 5 hits in the pipe, and all were the same tricks White did in his final run. White, on the other hand, had 6 hits and he started off his run with a big backside rodeo 540 where Pierce started his run off with a big grab. Although Pierce went bigger, he had only 5 hits, and his first hit wasn't as technical as White's first hit. Judges came to the conclusion that White deserved the better score, because he started off with a more technical trick and he had 1 more hit than Pierce. With the win, White became the 2nd competitor, after Tanner Hall, to win a gold medal in the Superpipe in consecutive years at the Winter X Games. He also won a gold medal in slopestyle, finally winning gold after 2 straight years of bronze. On February 14, 2009, White won the FIS World Cup Men's Halfpipe event at Vancouver's Cypress Mountain. Out of the gate in his first qualifying run, he qualified immediately with the day's best score of 45.5, with a thumb sprained on an over-rotated backside 1080 in the second qualifying run. He clinched the event with the first of his 2 runs in the finals. His first finals run was awarded the highest score ever in FIS halfpipe, a 47.3. 2010 Winter Olympics. At the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, White again won gold in the halfpipe. In the finals, White recorded a score of 46.8 on his first run, which proved a high enough score to secure the gold medal without a second run. He performed his second run anyway, as a victory lap, ending his run with a well-anticipated double McTwist 1260 which he named the Tomahawk. This second run resulted in a record score of 48.4, enlarging his margin of victory. His nearest competitor won the silver, with a points total of 45.0, 3.4 behind White. 2011. After a subpar performance in the slopestyle, failing to reach the finals, White redeemed himself in the super pipe with an 89. He sat in second place going into his second of 3 runs. He completed the run, landing his infamous double McTwist 1260 and finishing with a score of 97.33 to take the lead and claim the historical 4th straight gold in the Winter X Games, held in Aspen, Colorado. The score tied an X Games record which was set by White 1 year before. His third run was a simple victory run featuring mostly straight air. 2013. White won his 6th consecutive superpipe victory, making him the second participant ever to achieve this, with snowcross racer Tucker Hibbert achieving his 6th consecutive victory earlier in the same day. In December 2013, he won the 3rd place in the pipe and slope contest at the FIS Snowboard World Cup in Copper Mountain, Colorado. 2014 Winter Olympics. White finished 4th at the 2014 Winter Olympics in the halfpipe event. During the Winter Games, he was the most talked about Olympic athlete on Facebook. 2018 Winter Olympics. While in New Zealand, training for the 2018 Winter Olympics, White crashed into the edge of a super pipe. The resulting injuries to his face required 62 stitches. Despite the accident, White qualified for the 2018 U.S. Olympic team. On February 14, he won his 3rd Olympic gold medal for the men's halfpipe event with a score of 97.75, with Emu Hono of Japan taking the silver medal, and Scott James of Australia taking the bronze. White was trailing Heno by 1 full point coming into his last run with a score of 94.25. Despite this, White dramatically won the gold medal with back-to-back 1440s. His gold medal was also the 100th for the United States at the Winter Olympic Games. Endorsements. White has had a sponsor since he was 7 years old. White signed SAR Sports for representation after working with IMG for 8 years. Corporate endorsement deals include or have included Burton Snowboards, Oakley Incorporated Birdhouse Skateboards, Park City Mountain Resort, Target Corporation, Red Bull, Ubisoft, Adio, and Hewlett-Packard. White also has his own character on the game Shaun Palmer's Pro Snowboarder as well as the video games Shaun White Snowboarding and Shaun White Skateboarding. In 2009, Forbes magazine estimated that he had earned $9 million from his endorsements in 2008. Acting career. White has made cameo appearance as himself in the 2011 film Friends with Benefits, the 2013 episode, Da Flippity Flop, of the animated TV series American Dad, and the 2014 Disney Channel original movie Cloud 9. In a 2007 interview with Outside magazine, White stated that he had turned down numerous film roles in which the first lines, for his character, are always, "What up, brah?" Music career. White plays guitar in the electronic rock band Bad Things, which also features former Augustana bassist Jared Palomar. The band played in one of the 4 Saturday headlining slots at the 2013 Lollapalooza Festival, as a last-minute replacement for Death Grips. Their self-titled debut album was released in January 2014. In October 2013, White appeared in the music video for City of Angels by 30 Seconds to Mars. Personal life. White has had the long-standing nickname, the Flying Tomato, due to his shock of red hair. In 2006, Rolling Stone wrote about the nickname, saying, "He used to embrace it, even wearing headbands with a flying tomato logo, but he has grown tired of it." He has also been nicknamed Animal, a reference to a character from The Muppet Show. In February 2009, Red Bull built White a half-pipe completely out of natural snow in the backcountry of Colorado on the backside of Silverton Mountain. Coordinates: on September 17, 2012, White was arrested near a hotel in Nashville for public intoxication and vandalism after attending the wedding party of the drummer of the Black Keys, Patrick Carney. His girlfriend is Sarah Barthel of the band Phantogram. White has been dating Barthel since 2013. In 2016, Bad Things drummer Lena Zawada brought a lawsuit against White, claiming sexual harassment and breach of contract. White and Zawada reached an out-of-court settlement in May 2017. The terms of the settlement were not disclosed. At a press conference following White's win at the 2018 Winter Olympics, he was asked if he was concerned that the lawsuit and settlement would tarnish his image. In replying, he referred to the incident as gossip, a response that created widespread condemnation of White for minimizing sexual harassment. White later apologized for his choice of words. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?